Welcome to the Shut the Funk Up podcast. I am the well-fed boy, and as always, I am delighted to be joined by...
Hiya, it's Chris.
How we doing out there?
I'm going to try a new thing every time.
Yeah, do it. Yeah.
I don't know. It's still weird saying, it's Chris.
Episode 169, dude.
Nice.
69, dude.
All right.
You know?
Can you believe it?
69, dude. This is when you just make all of the perverted jokes because, as men, we never get over that number. Why is that number always when you, it's
still
you may not say anything out loud, but in your mind you see it and you go, "Oh, nice. 69." Nice.
I think everybody does, 'cause especially like on online culture. Anytime something's 69, there's always a comment that says.
But do chicks
nice.
do it? I don't think that's in their chemical.
Maybe probably not as much, but I think it's a pretty
I'd like more
accepted.
I want to know if more
adult
women,
joke.
Yeah,
because it never gets old.
It's men love it. It's like a fart. It's like when someone farts to us. It's just always fun. It's always like ha ha ha.
We always used to say 77 is better because you get 8 more.
Wait, what is it?
77 is better than 69 because you get 8 more.
Got it. Damn, that took me.
I had to count with my fingers that the number was 8. Or 7.
See, well, no, you know what I was interpreting it as? 8 more like 8, 60 or 69 in.
Yeah, but you get the number 8.
Yeah,
It's a double entendre.
I think it's a triple entendre.
Yeah.
As they say.
I mean, I didn't make it up, but I might have.
No, we're going to go. No, you did. I
never heard anybody else say it.
There you go.
There you go.
How was the weekend, bud?
It was chill.
What'd you do?
Made some pork.
Some pulled pork?
Yeah, some slow cooker pork for the. We're doing some Cuban sandwiches at the bar, so.
Oh, that's right. I'm gonna go.
Usually throw that on the beginning of the week.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow you over there today. I'm gonna mosey on over. What do you got? Lord of the Rings? Is it Ring? Lord of the Ring?
Me Lord of the Rings.
Me Lord of the Rings.
I don't know how we came upon calling each other my lord. Oh, okay, hey, have a good day, my lord. It's just something that stuck with our little bar circle.
What's the prizes? How many people show up? Is it?
It's like ring toss, like a Bimini ring game. We started with like 6, and last time we had 12 or 13.
I love it.
So I think hopefully, it should be about at least a dozen people.
What are
it's
the
rules?
$5
$5 cash to play, and the winner, first and second place, take all the money. Yeah.
Okay.
Or maybe we did winner take all last time. Maybe so you could, it's not bad.
Maybe
a couple bucks.
A gentleman's bet. Everyone just
we drink some beers in between.
What are the rules? Like, give me the knockout rules. Like,
yeah, so it's like it's bracketed. I'm not a sports guy, so I don't know exactly how the brackets are set up. But it's like
okay,
you roll dice to see who goes first.
To see what you land.
High to low.
Okay, and then you just play wherever you land.
At first, yeah, it's like double. You have to get out twice, I guess. So you get 5 throws, and each first throw is 5 points, then 4 points, 3 points, 2 points, 1 point.
Okay, is this a game you guys made up, like this the point system, or is
I think it exists. I mean, I never played. We would just play like I don't know. We would just throw it. I never really played it.
Right.
I don't. Maybe we used to keep score back in the days when we first discovered the ring toss, but
okay.
I don't know. I think this is a standard rule that like there is internet information.
Gotcha. Okay.
Stuff, but it's just fun and like I don't know. It's simple. It works. Everybody has a good time because it's really a lot of skill, but a lot of luck because people miss all the time.
Yeah.
It sucks. Some people win. Like I never. Some
people get in a groove.
My thing is I never practice. Like I only do the ring toss.
You raw dog it.
I only do it just because if I win, it's gonna be that much better.
Okay. Wow. I would be so bad.
Almost never throw it at the bar just casually. So, but every month I'll do just the tournament, and I want to see if I can at least move up.
I like it. I like where you're at with that because
I really don't care.
I'm not fun. When you texted the other day when you're like, "Yo, ring toss after," I've been thinking about it, and one of the things that has been going over my mind is practice because I was like visualizing 6 to 7 dudes all. They need to get, they're trying to get into their rhythm. They're trying to get their thing.
There's 5.
And I bet there's probably rules for practice of like, you get 5 throws and you move on.
Yeah, the only thing is
just rapid.
Yeah,
toss.
you have to get your own ring back, so you can't just stand in the same place the whole time. Like if you get the ring on, you have to go take it off yourself, because otherwise people just get that spot, Right. And they stand there and they just do it. And then
I love it.
It's fun.
It's so interesting.
Yeah, it's really fun.
I like it. I like that because if
it's very casual sports. You know what I mean? It's like
Like no one.
We have a good laugh. And then everybody does like trick shots after the tournament. So you do the best trick shot.
I love this culture.
I'm
down with this culture.
Yeah, so far so good. Yeah, and we got the Philly cheesesteak guy. We got Cubans now, so it's becoming an event.
Yeah, and speaking of events, we've got the 420 party coming up, right?
Yeah. So yeah, that'll be like a few episodes away, I guess. But we were talking about doing a live YouTube.
Yeah.
Stream.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna
all
broadcast
all vinyl DJ sets.
Yep.
But from both of us, we talked about I did it with my friend Chair Wiener Brett, DJ Chair Wiener. He goes by.
Right.
He's so awesome.
Epic
yeah, he's the best. He has really cool electronics too. He has this like reel to reel recorder that you can change the pitch and the tone on it live.
Wow.
And it's like
with the big knobs.
So you can like it's not even like big knobs, it's like buttons, but it's a big mess of tape.
Wow.
And it looks like it's so like nonsensical, but it's like it's doing it on purpose, and like you could record with a mic to it and then play it back like over the PA. It was we played records one night together on the courtyard before the pizza place was there. And I was like, what the fuck, dude? And you can like tweak it too. So it's like you do alien voices and shit. It's really rad.
Wow, that's so cool.
So it's like a lot. Yeah, like
is he coming?
No, I think he talked about selling that thing. I don't have a need for it, but I would hate for it to go somewhere. I don't know. The thing was so cool.
Let's get it. Let's adopt it for the.
So anyway, we did like I would play a record, he would play a record, like just literally 1-1, and just try to imagine just to trying to find stuff that you could makes it fun.
I love the beat to beat, because you're in the moment and you're listening to them, and you're like, it's a big one up. You're always one upping. It's fun. That person's trying to one up you. You're trying to one up them.
Yeah, trying to bring hits.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just thought that would be fun. We could do that for an hour maybe, and then. Bring records, and we're gonna do like 420 theme music. So reggae. I'm always thinking I have like a Dazed and Confused soundtrack. I always think of that. I'm like, what is like 420 theme? It's like, classic rock. Some stoner metal, some hip hop. You know it when you hear it. Reggae for sure. Yeah, I think
it's gonna be fun. I'm excited. Yeah, it'll be fun.
And we have a little space in the back of the bar that's like an office window art space. So it's kind of like a fishbowl. So we're gonna have a mic set up too, I think, and we're gonna be just hanging and DJing and inviting people to come up and. We'll talk to them. And
it'll be fun.
So if you're local and you want to come be on the podcast,
it's Sunday, April 20th.
Sunday, correct? Easter Sunday. So bring eggs.
What time are we starting out there?
We are gonna do 2 to 10.
2 to 10.
Yeah, so all day.
Let's do it.
And maybe later if it's kicking. But and then also Ryan will be DJing in the front part of the bar. Tight Lines food trucks coming.
It's gonna be fun, man.
It is, yeah. So if anybody's local and you want to come hang, bring records if you want.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, if you have something cool, but come jump on the mic and talk to the podcast.
Yeah, talk to us. See what we want to hear what you have to say.
And it's a super fun day, man. The building's cool during the day. It's like watch the trains and all this shit. I don't know. Yep. I love Sunday, the vibe on Sundays. Yeah, especially when everybody's playing music. So hopefully we see someone there. Yeah, I'll buy you a beer.
There you go. Boom. We'll buy you beer.
First beer.
Wink, wink. We'll buy you beer, meaning.
I will do it.
Okay, we're going to switch it up, and we're going to dive into what did we learn this week. I saw this a couple days ago, and when I saw it, I was like, "Ooh, I'm going to do this as my what did you learn?" I was like, but I feel like this video has probably surfaced before, and I'm just late to seeing it. But I saw this interview with this guy where he services like old equipment and stuff, and he was given this old modular synth that needed to be like cleaned up and rewired and whatnot and refurbished. And it was for some national like museum archives. I forget what it was in Pennsylvania, but he was cleaning it, and while he was cleaning it, he started getting fucked up, and he was like an old he's a guy that's done drugs basically, and he was like, yo, I was tripping balls. He's like I know what I was. He was like I was tripping on acid, and he said, because he was a big modular synth guy, And he goes, I remember someone telling me that the Grateful Dead had all of these on all of their synths and all their modular synths, anything that had buttons. They would
hide
take
acid in it or something.
they would just do droplets of LSD just all over the knot, like anything that you would touch. They were like because they were big, like
constantly dosed themselves.
Yes, because like as you're making music, you unwittingly just not knowing, you're just like keeping it going. That was like one of the things.
It sounds
like
terrible.
So you had to like clean the whole entire thing with like gloves and shit. And
that's crazy.
It was
nothing worse than tripping if you don't want to be or know that you're going to be tripping too.
Well, I just imagine like working. You're like you're cleaning, you're fine tuning this thing, and then you're just like, fuck.
Dude. One of our bartenders, someone gave one of our bartenders like a cookie, I don't know if it was a brownie or something, like a treat. And, I guess most times you would think that it has weed in it. I usually ask people, especially if they give you like one
Depends
candy.
on who it is, yeah.
Yeah, well, this is a person.
If it's a nice lady, I'm thinking she baked those.
This was both, but a person this is a nice lady.
Nice old lady.
Not old lady, no, like our age. Like nice person our age, but she, also would also have weed, so.
Right.
But anyway, he ate it and
what was in it?
It was just like super potent, like a weed cookie or whatever.
Oh, okay.
And it was some day that we had an event because he was a second bartender, and he was just like, oh my god, I was fucking like laying down in the back sweating, like because he didn't expect to be like it just hit him. It was like 100 milligrams or something. Just hit you. Hit you all. I took a gummy the other night. I don't know if I already told this story, but we had some weed and someone gave us some gummies. I usually don't even really care for gummies. Maybe I'll take like a bite if I just want something sweet, maybe.
Right.
But so I ate one of it was like a ring, like the peach ring, or like a sour ring.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So I ate that, thinking like, I don't know, what the fuck, dude. I was high until like,
how many milligrams?
Dude, well, come to find, so this is at like 3 in the morning though.
Oh my!
And I'm just like, oh, I'll eat a gummy, maybe it'll help me. I just want to go to sleep, I was like watching TV or whatever,
right? Playing
video games or something. And I'm like, I stay up late, but
right.
So I'm like, I'll pop this, and then I was like, all right, it's working. I started to feel a little sleepy, dude. So from 4 a.m. until like 6 p.m. the next day, I was like, fuck, man, I am like,
did you have any good dreams?
Out of it? No, I've like slept like a rock. Like I slept through my kid and my wife getting ready and leaving. I was like out, and I was like had cotton mouth and shit. I was like, what the fuck?
Oh, and then you remembered.
And then I was like, oh, I ate one of those gummies. I felt high all day, and she's like, dude, there's 100 milligrams.
No.
And I was
way,
like, no
dude,
fucking way.
That is so much.
Dude, I was fucking because 10 milligrams doesn't do shit, but 100 milligrams definitely fucks you up.
Dude,
and it's not the same as smoking a joint or something. It's weird.
I know people that
I feel like nauseous kind of.
Yeah, that like tons of that's a lot.
Or maybe it's like
sativa I don't know if I've ever
too.
like heard like someone been
Bro, I was because I slept through some of it,
Thank God,
like 8 hours.
If you were alive for like the first, that was when you were sleeping.
Yeah, because
the first part is when it's like the most intense.
I couldn't imagine. Yeah, it was like a hangover. It was weird. Because I probably slept
passed out.
Yeah, because I slept till like noon, so I got 7-8 hours, and then I was like all day. I was like, fuck, man.
You're gonna start doing that now when you're like, damn, I really need a good night to sleep, and you're just gonna turn to one of the.
But then the next day it was terrible, so it's not worth it.
God, that's so funny.
I like to. Hey, I don't mind. Maybe I'll smoke.
Just an accidental self dosage.
Holy shit! It's like 100. I'm like, no way, 100 milligrams.
But it was a cool. I thought it was a really cool story though, and I did not know that. I did not know that about the Grateful Dead.
Yeah, I mean, is that a factor? I don't know.
Yeah. No, it's a thing.
It lines up.
I'm not a big Deadhead.
No.
I couldn't tell. Scarlet Begonia. I don't.
That song,
Fire in the Mountain.
I know.
I don't know.
Scarlet Begonias. I know.
I never got into them
because Sublime covered it.
Yeah, that's right. That's the only reason I know
discovered that song because of that.
Yeah, I never got into them. Everyone I was around all loved them, but I never. And everyone always tried to play it, and I was just like, guys, this is my bag.
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple. Like, what's the one with all the skeletons? That video. That one's cool.
I have no
I Will
idea.
Survive or something.
I have no idea.
I will get by. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Casey Jones, is that them too?
Or Davy Jones. Oh yeah, that sounds like something.
Casey Jones.
That's something.
Riding a train high in cocaine.
There you go. There it is.
That sounds pretty good.
We got it.
But they have like 3 good songs, I guess.
Yeah.
Don't tell a Deadhead that.
Yeah. So I didn't know that story about Oh my god, a Deadhead.
That and that Fish. I don't get it. I have some friends
Fish
that are
was another
into that
one.
shit.
Yeah, Fish was another one where I just
boring.
Yeah, it was just I was like, they're great. They're all technically amazing. Like,
I guess
awesome
if you're
musicians.
high, Just like same with EDM music.
Right. Yeah. I don't know. I just never got into that.
You gotta be fucked up.
And they follow those people. They follow. Those are like Dave Matthews Band. Like they follow them like forever.
Yeah. I don't know. That's weird to me.
No. I have no band like that I ever followed. No.
I mean,
I got shit to do.
It's just not doesn't. I don't want to hear the. Is it the only band you like?
Every single time you see, be like, "Yo, this is the song."
That's the only band you like. That's all you listen to is these fucking guys. It's like jam bands. It's like this. I mean, maybe because the songs are different every time.
Dude, it's a fan. It's more than just the music, bro.
That's 100% it because the music is not keeping you there.
Yeah. What did you learn this week?
Oh yeah, so what did you learn? Kind of ties in with my ear candy, I think.
Okay.
So, remember back in the 90s and 80s?
In the 90s,
there were like these. I guess they still have them, like Unsolved Mysteries. And like I don't know, Dateline or whatever. So
love all that.
One of them was Hard Copy.
Okay.
And this is just
Hard Copy.
Hard Copy just because this is where I saw the video. I stumbled upon this online somewhere, but I'm a Nine Inch Nails fan.
I'm not. But
I got into them early. Like
it's only because I never really listened to them.
Yeah, I got into them right
when
when they came out. I was into that, like just whatever that type of music.
Tell you that block of '90s rock, I was doing. I was listening to hip hop and shit.
There's so much good stuff though. So that's good though because you have a lot you could go back to.
Yeah.
But so yeah, I was listening to them early on, and this is from their I think second record maybe. So there's a video. What was the name of the song? Now I just forgot.
Down on it.
Down on it.
Yeah, down on it.
Down on it.
Down on it.
Right? Down on in it.
Down on it.
Anyway, we're gonna play it. We're gonna play it in a minute.
Yeah.
So
Hard Copy. What was it?
Yeah, so it was on Hard Copy. They did this. They're telling this story about. So this farmer finds a Super 8 camera.
Okay.
Which I pulled up a picture of a Super 8 camera.
I'm gonna put it right here
because it's so funny how old like it's not even that old, but they're like these big. It's like it's like a hand. It's like a handheld, like almost proper movie camera.
Oh yeah, people shot people.
So yeah, 8mm film on it. Yeah, they still use it. So that's the camera they used. So the camera this farmer finds. This camera connected to some balloons in like in a field. Okay. And the only reason I sent you the clip of the YouTube thing is because it's so funny how dated the show is. Also, it's like the story is funny and it's about Nine Inch Nails, but it's funny the way like they talk about Trent Reznor, like he chooses jewelry, but in his nose. Like they say, like he's so they say like stupid like that. They literally say that, and there was another part where they're referencing him as like, oh, if you call, or they show a clip of the band playing live, and he's like, this is the music that they play. If this is what you call music, and, like shit like that.
Well, they're like shit, like hot, like soft.
And I'm like, oh, they're hard
just
shitting on him, dude. Like,
just like
super hard shitting on him, and be like this fucking guy, right?
Medium,
and like really, so in the end, I mean, Trent Reznor has nothing even to do with the story, or he does, but so he finds this camera, Super 8 camera, and he looks on the film, and he's like, something's up with this. And they said, oh, there's been marijuana growers in this area, in these fields, so maybe this is part of their surveillance that got away or something. Like, they just like have all these like theories. And then so they turn it into the sheriff, and the sheriff watches the Super 8 video, and it's like a video of a man with no shirt on, like lying in his back. And it's like kind of grainy, it's 8mm, so it's like, this is old school technology. Like even watching this video, which was on TV of this YouTube clip, it's like it's so like, it's amazing how clear TV is now compared to what we used to watch, and even the recordings.
And whenever I watch those old videos, I remember when I see them, like, oh yeah, I remember watching it like that,
and it being like a blob,
yeah, but it was fine.
Yeah, you didn't even know. Well, you had no difference. I mean, maybe when you go to the movies, you see like a nice film,
right?
But so anyway, so they look at this thing, they see this guy laying on his shirt, and there's like another guy with like a leather jacket with this like symbol on the back. It's just like a square, and then. You see the camera like panning out, going up, like on a balloon. Right. So they're like, "What the fuck is this? Some cult murder? Right. Like, how did this get away? Like, how did it even get here? The balloons and shit." So they release some of the video, I think, and they figure out where the spot where that scene was at, because it was from, they could see the train. It was in Chicago, I think.
Right.
So they're like, oh, this train 100%. Oh, and here's a light on top of the train tracks that we know is like a marker. So they found the spot and they did stuff. And I guess for a year they had no clues. They're like, we don't even know if there's like a crime. You know, it's like this mystery, you know, and it's like, what the fuck is this? Yeah, so they're like, but we also don't want someone, like, we want to put this to rest if some guy got murdered by a cult in our streets, you know.
Right.
And this is so everybody's freaking out about marijuana and, like, you know, this is like, you know, the 80s. So when everybody was doing coke, but people are freaking out about the dumbest shit.
Yeah.
So they put, I think they finally put more of the video out on the news or something, or it just happened to be on the news, and this art student dude was like painting and like having had the news on, and was like, oh fuck, he's like, that's Trent Reznor, like the person in the video laying on the ground that the video pans away from. He's like, dude, that's fucking Trent Reznor from Nine Inch Nails, so they call the sheriff's office or whatever. He's like, dude, the guy you're looking for is Trent Reznor. He's alive. He's like, not.
He's like,
So I looked at...
It's like in a band.
Yeah, so the thing is, they were making a music video for this song, Down in It, and they literally had a Super 8 camera on big balloons with helium to get that shot, and they had it tied to a rope, and the rope got loose, and they lost the camera.
That's so
From
hilarious.
a legit... I looked at the director. He's like, he's done a lot of really... like, he's been like tons of good musicians and movies, all kinds of stuff. So he like grew into a great career. But yeah, it's like they just lost the camera. Literally just blew away in the wind. Because they're like, we put too many balloons on it.
That's an amazing story.
So for 1 year, they're investigating this cult murder. But the funniest is when they talk about Trent Reznor and they're like, oh, this guy with jewelry in his nose. If you call that music, it's so funny. So it's funny to watch the clip. It's like so maybe funny. 10 minutes. I think it's a guy who made the content and featured the clip, so it could be like it's on the fourth person telling you the story, right. Whatever. But I mean, he should get the credit because that's where I saw it. And then you'll see in the video. I guess you couldn't find the video.
Well, I know now that sucks because I couldn't get the.
But
if
you watch the video that I am linking, the one about the guy talking about it, you'll see the scene on that video from the music video that they're talking about, and it's really not. I mean, literally, it's a guy. It's him laying on his back and like.
Yeah,
it's not even gory or anything. It's just funny. But yeah, what a crazy and you know they interview him and he's like, yeah, they wanted me to come down to prove that I'm real, and I was like, that doesn't really make any sense. And he's like, so they never made me come, and I was like, and he's like, and you know, he's like, whatever. He's like, it's pretty funny that the cops just couldn't figure it out for 1 year and whatever.
That is such a.
But they shit on him for they shit. He's like, oh, Trent Reznor thinks it's funny for the police to waste their time instead of solving crimes. Like they make him look like such an asshole. It's so funny. That's one of my favorite parts about that video. Also,
yeah, of course.
How they totally shit on Trent Reznor,
who is
like
even
done so much cool shit. Also, he's done a lot of.
Oh my god,
he's a composer for so much stuff.
Yeah, he's gone on to do like
everything.
You know, movie, whatchamacallem, scores, and just, he's highly, oh my god.
Yeah, video games, movies, everything.
Yeah, Trent that is so funny, God.
Yeah, so you probably would be a
so,
Nine Inch Nails fan.
So
listen to the first 3 records.
I know, now you got me like, I was like, so I couldn't get the original one, the music video, because it was copyrighted at the Yahoo. But so I just got down on it.
This song
live in Europe in 2000.
Oh, okay, like a live performance.
I thought that was pretty. Yeah, and it sounded pretty good too.
Yeah, they're good
pretty
live,
cool. So I'll put that one.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't. They just played recently.
All right.
The very first song we ever did.
whole record is good.
That was awesome. I've never. Damn.
Yeah, that
Right,
I think I want to say that. I want to say that's their second record because the first three.
That's right up my alley.
So good. Yeah,
that's right up my alley. I like that shit.
Oh yeah, he does a lot of like layered electronics stuff in with like the heavier.
In that like the guitar riff. That was great. Okay, I might need to get my shit together on 9 Inch Nails here.
Yeah, I mean, Pretty Hate Machine is the first one, and then Downward Spiral, which I think this is off of, and then
what do you have the years on those?
Pretty Hate Machine 1989 and Downward Spiral 1994.
94, okay.
Yeah, so that 89 sounds early, but
that's All right, I'm gonna check it. And start from the beginning.
Then I would say start with those two. Because that's pure early Trent Reznor.
Okay.
And then he's done a lot of Nine Inch Nails records since then. And honestly, the last one I probably listened to was the Fragile, 1999. It says. So that's the last one that I listened to like all the way through a bunch of times.
And it was still.
And it was great. And then I don't know. I don't know. I kind of hadn't heard anything from them, I guess.
Cool. All right. I'm gonna check it out.
But yeah, and there's they do this there's this Mad Max video to one of these songs that they do on the Downward Spiral. It's really good. Yeah, their first two records are great. Start there.
All right, I'm on it. The
Fragile gets more ambient, I think.
I'm gonna report back because that song just kind of moved my monkey there.
Yeah, that's a super popular song.
I am okay. Oh yeah, so I listened to the Questlove Supreme podcast. I love that podcast. And I listened to the Too Short episode last week.
What's Too Short's catchphrase? Something bitch.
It's always something with bitch.
Yeah, something with bitch. Right now. I know. I thought he had I think he.
He had. Yeah, he does. I don't know, blow the whistle. It's something. Yeah. Everything's bitch with him, though.
Yeah, bitch. Yeah.
everything is bitch with him.
I have one Too Short, single. I don't know.
But, and it was cool. They're, talking about him. But, his, I love that Bay Area music. I just love that sound. And so while I was listening to it, I was like, man, I forgot how much I like, and there's a lot of good new Bay Area artists like Pilo, La Russell.
Oh, I like Pilo. I have a Pilo song.
Yeah. So and I love and I just love that, and I love Pilo. So I love that. I was like, ooh. So all weekend I've just been banging.
It's like Pilo and E40 maybe.
E40. Oh yeah, he's the E40. Pilo, La Russell. There's
I have a song with them too.
Where's what's the guy? Freakness Sneak or Keith the Sneak, whatever. So I've been banging that music all weekend, and I've got a new. Well, it's not new, but it's one. It's with Pilo, La Russell, and Too Short. They're all on it,
cool.
And it's called "Give Me a Beat." So I'll play that
Give me a beat that slap like this. Give me a beat that I could play and talk my shit. I'm from the itty bitty city near the bay. A 50-minute flight from LA. A 6-hour flight from the A. I'll be your tour guide. Welcome to the Bay. You can fly in an SFO or OAK or even SJO. It's an hour away. You want to sightsee? Hit the Golden Gate. Stop and chasing and watch Golden State. Cross the bridge, that's Oakland. Fab used to ride through there with those open. Huey P. Newton, Panthers, Oakland.
I like that stuff.
So I've been bumping that shit all day.
I'm trying to find this E40 song.
La Russell, he's one of the new guys out
there.
I know that. He sounds exactly like Too Short.
Yeah, I know that name. Yeah, I was trying to find that Pilo E40 track that I had, but
there's so many. Yeah.
It was good. Yeah, I like that stuff. I like that old school. I mean, not really old school anymore, but
I was doing a whole West Coast thing. It was great too. Yeah. It's because you can play all of it. To me, you can play it all back to back, and it's all so good.
Yeah, especially they usually have a nice little bass line too.
Yeah,
when you're booming it in the truck.
So I wanted how I'm a big fan.
You're a big everything.
I am a big everything of artists, writers. I know I've done I've done like Michael's on here, and you know I'm always for some reason
only green M&Ms.
Yeah, I'm a fascinated
breast
by
milk from a Cambodian
artist writers. It's just
midwife.
one of my things. But I've got here Frank Sinatra's dressing room rider.
So this is like the 60s.
This is like the 60s. This is, just from looking at the rider, this has to be the height of Mr. Blue Eyes. Because,
yeah, it's like a whole page.
Yeah. Apparently, it was like 23 pages long because he had a rider for here's the lighter for the dress room, here's the lighter for stage, here's the rider for when I pull up, here's the rider.
You have to hire a full-time person to do the fucking...
apparently had just 16 different riders for all different
order
of aspects of when I'm here.
Yeah.
He's when you buy me a hotel room, here's the rider for that. It was just it was 23 pages long. I've got the food rider. Okay. I've got dressing room rider.
So Stouffer's. I'm trying to think what food did they have back then.
Well, it's so funny because a ton of it's just so
cocktail
old school.
Franks.
All of his had number one, color TV in parentheses with a second input for in-house video feed.
Wow.
That's
tech.
An upright piano.
It's reasonable.
A private phone with a dedicated line. We need the private phone.
This is dressing room?
This is the dressing room. Now, one bottle each of the following.
All right.
Absolute or Stoli. Jack Daniels, Chivas Regal. Is it Chivas?
I say Chivas.
I think I say Chivas. Cavassier, some Beefeater, some white wine, some red wine, a Perrier, large, a Diet Coke, 24 ounce, a regular Coke, 12 of those.
They had Diet Coke back then?
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, he wants a 24 pack of Diet Coke and a 12 pack of regular Coke.
That's a lot of Coke.
That's a lot of Coke. It's a lot of Coke.
I guess not if you're making cocktails with Beefeater or whatever.
Club soda, then assorted mixers. He wants some some fresh fruit.
It's a flautist.
We'll talk about that later. Cheese tray, some Dijon mustard. We need 2 of each of these sandwiches. 2 of each of these sandwiches. Egg salad, chicken salad, turkey.
Okay.
All right, we need 2 of each.
Pretty simple.
2 of each. And then now we're going to get into the food here. We need 24 chilled jumbo shrimp.
Reasonable.
Yeah. Reasonable. No cocktail sauce. So he's just raw dog and jumbo shrimp apparently.
Dijon mustard maybe?
Maybe that's what maybe.
I thought
the Dijon mustard was for the sandwiches, but maybe.
But that would already, maybe he's whipping up a little vinaigrette or something.
1 platter of Nova Scotia salmon and hors d'oeuvres. 3 cans of Campbell's chicken and rice soup, and then it says next to that, hot plate, bowl plate.
Okay, probably for his voice, maybe, right?
That's what I'm thinking too.
He's I want some soup.
Yeah, he needs some hot soup.
Got a little bit of a cold.
Right. And then, I think you're on the right page because again he goes 12 rolls of cherry Lifesavers, and then 12 rolls of assorted Lifesavers. Big Lifesavers guy.
Those are probably popular back then, I think.
Those are probably just came out maybe.
Yeah, with the roll of them, right?
And I bet there's probably
it was like a roll, but they're not. And then I think they started.
And they're all stuck together.
But they started making them individually packaged because they used to be all just together. Right?
Well, because they would get stuck together, and you would be like,
if it was in your pocket too long, you had to leave it. It was the fridge or something.
Yeah, it was a gone.
But then you're carrying around candy in your pocket all day,
and they would leak out. It was those were the times, man.
And then they had the mint ones too. But,
right.
Yeah, I remember the fruit one. I was like, even as a kid, what a dumb idea.
Oh God. That just brought me back. I remember that. I can remember that role. And
I remember getting come back to it. I remember playing baseball and getting now and laters. You would get tickets or something.
Right.
You go to the concession stand. You get I got a Coke and or my parents would give you $1 or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can get for 25 cents or you can get the half pack of now and laters.
Yep.
And we would just get all that shit. And then it just sticks to your teeth.
So good.
You're trying to pull your teeth out.
Take me back to those days.
To the ballpark.
A bag of Tootsie Rolls, mini.
Excuse me. You a Tootsie Roll guy?
I'm not.
I love them.
You do?
So
you like them?
Yeah. I don't know why.
What
does it even taste like? I don't even know. Like, it's chocolatey.
It's I don't
caramel chocolatey.
That texture I never really liked that texture. And when it comes to chocolate, I like it just.
It's not really even chocolate.
It's
though.
not.
It's like
I like dark. I like it.
I'm not a big candy guy, so I would prefer chocolate. But something about Tootsie Rolls are good. Fuck with them.
I like
one big one, like one long one at Halloween. And
you love those?
And then I'm good for like a year though. That's it.
Wow, those are that's like a beef jerky.
I'd rather get it all. Yeah, get my whole fix in one one
hilarious.
sitting.
And then he wants a bowl of pretzels and chips, some salt and pepper. He needs some tea bags, Lipton or Teatley. Teatley, is that one? I don't remember that. Teatley, yeah, Teatley.
Oh, R.I.P. Teatley, probably.
Honey lemon limes flavored, some sweet and low, some sugar, 6 bottles of Evian spring water, and 12 water glasses for all the mixing, I'm sure.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty reasonable for a superstar like that.
The amount of alcohol, he stocks the bar. They basically, you know what he's saying?
Yeah, but is that just for one performance, or is he like, that's every time he shows up, or like, what is...
You're right, he's probably doing a couple nights at the Copa.
Because that's how it kind of was, right? Yeah, they would like, all the little Rat Pack crew would come in and...
Yeah, Dean likes his beef eater. Frank's. He's
right. He's probably them all hanging out with a couple friends.
He's basically just saying when he's listing off like all of those things, all the cokes, all of the mixers. He's basically saying, hey, make sure there's a stocked bar there.
If I have a show, I want this.
Make sure there's a stocked bar there.
Yeah, a little sandwich plate, some chips. That's reasonable.
I like that. I want to try that egg salad.
And he pays for that. That's like.
Oh yeah, that comes out of all his shit.
I mean.
But I love those riders, so I thought I'd
pretty reasonable for the old what's his name again? Frank Sinatra.
Old Mickey Blue Eyes. What do they call him? Mr. Blue Eyes. Something Blue Eyes.
Blue Eyes. Yeah.
I think it's
just old Blue Eyes. Or something.
Yeah, we should know it. But hey, Blue Eyes.
What doesn't he have? Does he have? What was his? Oh, his daughter married Michael Jackson or something.
No, Nancy Sinatra.
That was Presley. Oh,
yeah, that was Presley.
She's a singer too, right?
Yeah, Nancy Sinatra was a singer.
The Boots song.
Yep.
Boots.
Yep.
I'm made for walking.
Yep, that's her. I don't know who she got with. I bet she probably got with somebody.
That song's great.
I don't know.
Nancy Sinatra. Yeah, was she an actor too?
I mean,
definitely a musician. That song's pretty fucking famous.
Let's just ask ChatGPT.
I think she's pretty famous.
Nancy Sinatra,
everybody knows that name.
Go. Nancy Sinatra. Okay, 84. Okay, she's still alive. 84, still kicking.
Word. Yeah, that's not that long.
She do?
She's like 50.
Daughter of Frank Sinatra. Singer.
Check.
Boots are made for walking.
Double check.
She did the Bond theme. The Bond theme. You only live twice. Acting career.
Some good residuals.
Acting career, not so much.
No? Okay.
I mean, she just did a couple Elvis movies, which isn't good.
Ooh, you know what that means.
You know what that means. You know exactly what that means. And then kind of just
all right. Well,
got into fashion and
she made
kind of just chilled.
That Boots song is really good.
Yeah, she got into boots fashion actually.
Okay.
Which makes sense.
Yeah.
Started hawking boots.
She founded Uggs.
Yeah, that's what it says.
She invented Crocs and Uggs.
So you've got some grades to hand out.
Oh yeah, well, so this isn't me. It's just another thing I just stumbled upon.
What do you got?
Because who am I to grade hip hop?
Oh no, this is what we do.
So our
word is Bond.
Well, we are going to judge also. We are going to. All right, so this is someone posted this and it was Cool Mo D. Let me double check because we have to. I want to make sure the author of this is right because I thought I had it written down.
Cool Mo D.
I want to say Cool Mo D. Yes. Okay. So rapper Cool Mo D. We all know. I guess this is in the 80s.
Refresh my memory of one of his songs.
Oh, see, I'm gonna say the same.
Okay, because honestly, I'm blank. I know who Cool Mo D is, but I refresh the memory.
Cool with a K.
Yeah, with a K.
Cool Mo D.
Three words.
Discography. Cool Mo D. How You Like Me Now.
Okay.
How You Like Me Now. That's probably what's his first record though. Cool Mo D. October 1986. Studio album called Cool Mo D. Track listing. Go See the Doctor, Dumb Dick, Richard, Bad Mother, Little John, Monster Crack. Anyway, I guess, yeah. I'm sure if we looked on Spotify, we could find a bunch of Cool Mo D songs. But
yeah.
So I guess he did these like rap report cards of all the popular rappers in the 80s, and then he did it again.
Who did this?
Cool Mo D.
Okay, Cool. Okay, word.
So here's we could post these images.
I like that.
I stole the image, but obviously.
Oh yeah. Send me that, and I'll put it.
So
here.
there's So the original one. I'm not going to read them all.
So he did this before, and he just like revisited.
And then I guess they revisited it.
Okay, what's he got?
So I'm going to say I'm going to say
ones?
the categories so that you know what they're being based off, and then it's a point system from I guess I don't see any zeros or even ones, but 1 to 10 point system, and then the total score, it's a grade A+ to F.
Okay.
Which also I don't see any Fs. So, spoiler alert. So it's based off of vocabulary, articulation, creativity, originality, versatility, voice, records, stage presence, sticking to themes, and innovating rhythms.
Okay, I like all of those categories.
And so
I like all of those categories.
Yeah, it's good, right? So
yes. It's not just
so
like
each one
broad...
each one he gives a number score.
Yeah.
0 to 10. All right, so I'll read some of the names, and if you want me to stop and tell you what their score is.
Yes. Okay.
All right, so Cool Mo D, Melly Mel, Grandmaster Kaz, LL Cool J.
What did LL get? What was his grade?
So LL got an A. There's a bunch of A pluses also.
Yeah. Okay.
Tila Rock.
Okay. No.
Rakim.
Oh, what did Rakim get?
Eric B and Rakim A. KRS-One
A.
Spoonie G, because I'm the Mr. Politician. That's a Beastie Boys. MC Shan, Dougie Fresh, Bismarck, which maybe is Bismarck Key.
What did Dougie Fresh get?
Dougie Fresh B+.
Wow.
He got low vocabulary. What is it? Dougie Fresh and vocabulary.
What was his? Okay.
It was like he got a 7. Everything else an 8, 9. He got a 7 vocabulary and an 8 in voice, and everything else was 9 or 10.
Okay.
But he's also like a beatbox.
He's like a beatbox.
Yeah,
that's
like
why I wanted. That's why I wanted to know what they give him.
He's more of a like.
He's to me better than Bismarck Key, by the way.
Yeah.
As far as like when people talk about like Biz, I'm like Dougie Fresh is like.
Oh, like beatboxing.
Yeah.
Oh, but then Rozelle is better than both of them.
No way. No way.
Rozelle's better.
Dude, yeah, I've seen Dougie Fresh do crazy shit.
Are Dougie's better than Rozelle?
Yes, yeah,
really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I've seen Dougie do beatboxing and then whip out a harmonica and then like while doing both.
Dude, have you seen the Rozelle stuff?
Yeah, nah.
If your mother only knew. I love that shit. That's so funny.
That was one of the very first tracks I ever downloaded on like Kazaa and Morpheus and shit.
Dude,
I remember.
That was a huge.
It was like the live.
What was that fucking thing?
Napster
hit. That was a huge fucking Napster hit. Or
that's why you got
Kazaa,
caught, bro.
Kazaa, actually.
That's why you got hit.
Yeah. All right. So Curtis Blow, Just Ice, Run DMC.
That's an A.
Run DMC got a B.
Run DMC got B.
Yeah, 6 on vocabulary. It's hard to look at this. 6 on vocabulary, 7 on versatility. 7 on innovating rhythms.
I would agree with all of those.
Sure.
They definitely didn't ever switch up.
Fat
they
Boys.
Used to always rhyme the same shit.
Yeah. Oh, Beastie Boys. Oh, Houdini and Beastie Boys.
Oh yeah, what they both get?
What? Houdini?
Yeah, what Houdini get?
B+.
Okay, that's all right.
Beastie Boys C. This is brand new Beastie Boys.
But this, I mean...
Brand new Beastie Boys, they're giving them 6 on vocabulary, which I think in hindsight is probably a mistake. Because I think a lot of the stuff they said is...
I don't agree with...
A lot of deep cuts on their rhymes, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I would say...
It's a lot of references, you have to know the reference.
Well, to me, when I think of vocabulary, especially when you were talking about Run DMC, and then I forget who the other one that had a low score on... vocabulary. I'm thinking of them like
Dougie Fresh.
Yeah, Dougie. They're not using they're only using a certain like type of words and they're reusing them, which I don't equate Beastie doing that.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think maybe it was different, and he just scored it differently because it was different. I don't know. So 6 in versatility, voice, and records. So that might have been their first or second record.
Oh, because they're only doing the 80s.
Yeah, and
all right.
6 on innovating rhythms. Which
Check Your Head was 1990, right?
Yeah, this is probably License to Ill.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's right. I gotta remember.
Yeah. Because he's gonna go back. He's gonna go back to the. So he does it again.
I'm like doing Check Your Head and then Pulse.
Yeah. This is the old one, and then there's a new one. Yeah.
Okay.
Ultramagnetic MCs, which was like what Cool Keith, right?
Yeah.
I have an Ultramagnetic record. Mm-hmm. Cool Keith and some other like really great rappers.
These guys.
Boogie Boys. I don't know who that is. Heavy D and the Boys.
What did Heavy D get?
Heavy D a B.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, I think Heavy B. He's fine. The B's fine. He stuck around for a long time.
Heavy D was all about.
It's like positive. Yeah. It was safe for rap.
Yeah, but he had just such the same sound.
I'm Heavy D.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
he did a little beatboxing too, I think.
Oh, I don't remember.
Heavy D. I don't know. Stetisonic, I don't know who that is. Public Enemy B.
Okay. Right. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard for
Low
the ones where there's multiple people in it.
They had a lot of 7s and 8s. That's why.
Yeah.
No 10s. Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5.
Oh yeah, who
B.
On that? Okay.
We got a 7 in. Or is it articulate? Oh, no, 7 in creativity for Grandmaster Flash.
See, that's so hard for me to think about because he's such like a trailblazer and like there's like Grandmaster Flash.
But I guess how
they were doing stuff before but
we're also kind of not on this level of what is Cool Mo D's status in this
because he would know
grading because. Does he know because he's so awesome, or we don't know enough about Cool Mo D? We're going to both have to learn more about Cool Mo D.
Yeah.
Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince.
But they get
B+.
What?
Dang.
Oh, man. No way. They're higher than Beastie?
Their lowest was a 7 in innovating rhythms.
Okay.
Ooh, which is terrible to say about a band the first name is a DJ. And they have bad innovating rhythms.
Terrible. Okay.
Dang,
I disagree with that one.
Hating on these guys. All right. Oh, okay. So now we're going into 90s plus. Same criteria. Jay-Z, DMX, Master P, so on. All right. So Jay-Z.
Yeah.
B.
What?
This is a fun one to do.
He's a B?
There's a lot, but I think this is worth reading, right?
That's crazy.
Jay-Z got a B. This is early Jay-Z, right? Probably the beginning of Jay-Z, but still.
Okay.
I mean, because it's also DMX, Big Pun. So this is, Snoop, Mos Def, Ras Kass. Is that Ras Kass or Ras Kass?
I say Ras Kass.
So yeah, Jay-Z 7 in vocabulary, 7 in versatility, 6 at stage presence.
They dogged him on the stage presence,
but they gave him 10 on records. So maybe quality of like a full record. Maybe that's what he means.
That's funny. Stage presence. That's good. Because he does.
It's on par, right? Yeah, he just kind of stands around and just Frankenstein kind of.
Yeah.
DMX B+. I mean, DMX is a goat.
I mean, 10 on the stage. Tell me, got 10 on stage.
Innovating rhythm 10. Stage presence 10.
Yeah.
Voice 10.
Yeah.
Originality 10.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The only thing he got low was vocabulary. I give that 7.
That's
fair.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
But maybe we bump him up in articulation. We got a 9. I would say maybe we bump up 8 for creativity to a 9.
I mean, who's barking?
Yeah, versatility 7. Yeah, so maybe we give him.
Damn, I don't know. I feel like he should be an A. DMX is nasty to me. I always held him in high regard.
Yeah, dude, I just totally screenshotted my shit and messed it all up. But all right, so DMX, Master P, C+.
I can see that.
Yeah.
I can see that.
I'm a no limit soldier.
Even though I love Master P,
I'm
I love
a no
all the
limit soldier. Say what? What? Was that Noriega and Master P was all like in this same time? All right, yeah. So whatever. I that's fine. C+. I would maybe a C. Oh, C+. Yeah, that's fine. Acceptable. Big Pun. I mean, Big Pun with a B.
Did he have enough to?
Big Pun to me was like.
I don't know about that.
I used to know, I know some of the lyrics of the Big Punisher song.
What was his stage presence?
No, I'm gonna look. But what was the?
Was he walking around?
You nasty pun. I don't care. What's that song? I don't want to be a player no more. That's like the only
featuring Joe. Yeah,
and then I was like, and then he did more after that. I'm like,
oh nah, he was no. Dude. I don't know about that one.
Yeah, dude, what they got? B.
I don't like him being over Master P.
No. Yeah, where's stage presence? Stage presence. Sorry, I'm like, maybe if I do it this way, I can make it bigger. Big Pun stage presence. This is hard to read too because I haven't gone to school in a while. 8. No way.
No way. He ain't running around that stage.
Dude, he got all 8s and 7s, dude.
He ain't running around that stage.
Dude,
he wasn't even on stage enough.
Bro, Cool Mo D owes him money because fuck B, dude. No way.
What else we got?
Swap him
Where's
and
Wu-Tang? What else? Yeah, or like,
is Wu in here? Oh, Wu's not even in here.
There's Nas, like
yeah.
Okay.
Method Man, no Wu-Tang, no. So Snoop, B+.
I like that. He's definitely very not versatile.
Yeah, let's see. Snoop versatility
7 probably, right?
9. No way.
What?
Versatility 9. No way. His lowest.
Or maybe his vocabulary.
His lowest score was vocabulary 7.
Yeah.
And then 8 for articulation, which whatever.
All right.
Nas B. Come on.
That's atrocious.
Nas is an A.
That's not even
all across the board.
Okay.
It's just and it's the lowest.
We're gonna have to talk to Cool Mo D.
There's like a bunch of 8s.
Cool Mo D, I know you're listening. You have to come on the pod and explain yourself.
Yeah, he got 110 for vocabulary, obviously, but the rest of it 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 9, 8, 9. So a lot of 8s, which is uncalled for.
No.
Maybe stage presence. What do you get? Stage presence 8. I would say that's fine, but too many 8s, dude.
Correct. He's got almost the same stage presence as a Big Pun. I mean, what are we talking about?
Dude, fuck out of here.
Yeah.
That's crazy, right?
What the fuck? I'm like, no, that math doesn't matter.
This is a hard list to make, but I feel like we could maybe. I
would love to.
I don't know if the hip hop community. I don't know if the hip hop community cares as much about our opinion as Cool Mo D's opinion.
No, Cool Mo D's is good. He's causing controversy. I want to hear more.
All right, who we got? Corrupt, which I don't care about.
No, I'm good on that.
Lauryn Hill, dude, A+.
Oh, of course.
But I love Lauryn Hill. Oh, for Fugees, yeah.
But didn't
does that count for Fuji?
What did the Miseducation come out in '90s? I guess maybe it did.
Yeah,
I think it did.
But 10.
What's
10,
her stage? Her
9,
stage presence should be absolutely 0 because she's never even on there.
The lowest
she doesn't show up.
She got all 10s and she got 9s for records, stage presence, and sticking to themes.
She doesn't even show up to the stage.
Well, then
on
she
time.
Did. Then she.
How is that? Are we not a Cool Mo D?
Yeah,
she gets there 5 hours
but
late.
This is made in the 90s. This is not made today.
That's right. The 90s she wasn't doing that. She wasn't pulling that shit.
Yeah, this is like
You're right. In the 90s she wasn't pulling that shit yet.
Dude.
Wyclef was like, get your ass on stage.
And also, I love Lauryn Hill.
So do I.
Including all her problem, her social.
Oh, I've seen her 3 times. Every time
ungrace.
she's been like 2 hours late.
I just don't go, but I'm a fan. I won't go see her live because I don't want to. It's not worth the wait.
The last time I just didn't do it anymore because it was literally like 2 hours.
But she
keeps
came.
doing this.
Didn't she come last time?
Oh yeah.
So,
it was
Anyway, fucking A+. Okay, fine.
Okay, all right.
That's. A+ is reserved for the goats, and
I'll throw her up there.
She's a goat. She's a goat. Okay, Redman.
Oh God!
Coming off of Queen Lauryn Hill, apparently.
Did they trash him just a C?
Dude, B+.
What?
I'm not even a Redman fan, to be 100% honest.
Master P is better than Redman.
Yeah, he's got to be an A. I'm not. I don't even like Redman, honestly.
Redman, I only know Redman with meth.
Yeah, but
I only know Redman with other people.
But everybody, he's very regarded as like a lyricist and shit.
I mean, but
anyway, Keith. So B+. I mean, most people probably say A. Anyway, Keith Murray. I don't know. I don't know who that is. Ice Cube.
Will they give old Ice Cube
B+.
B+. Okay, all
fair.
Right, that's cool.
I say B.
Yeah.
But that era he was, well, yeah, whatever. B+ is fine. Too short.
What did Too Short get?
C+, bitch.
Speaking of that, bitch.
C+, bitch.
Too Short.
Yeah, C+. I don't know.
Did anybody get D's?
No.
Is no D's being handed out?
C+. There's 2 C+.
I'm about to say
there's 2 C+, and Too Short got the first one.
I guess if you're not on the list, you're a D.
Yeah.
If you're on the list, like he's just like,
why do it?
I didn't want to trash you.
Well, Black Thought, which was from
from the Roots. What did he get?
B+.
I like Black Thought. Okay,
fair.
I'm cool with that.
Mos Def.
Ooh, what'd they give old Mose?
Mos Def, a.k.a. what's his name?
Yassine Bey.
Yassine Bey. B+.
All right, I think that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, B+.
That's cool.
I'd say B+ A.
Yeah.
Buster, which is...
Buster. What did Buster get?
Is that Buster Rhymes?
Yeah.
Buster, it says, though.
That's what it used to be in the beginning.
Really? Buster?
Yeah.
No way. That's sick. I didn't know that.
Yeah, they used to call Buster Rhymes.
Buster got A.
That makes sense.
He got an 8 and he got an 8 in sticking to themes.
Okay. I love that. I'm sure he has an explanation for every single one.
And he's got an 8 also on articulation.
Oh, for sure. Is well, oh no,
yeah. I'm trying to think of a song that I know.
Does he go into each era?
I don't think this is. I just saw this, and I think the first one was famous, and people wanted him to do it again, and he did it like 10 years later or something. You know.
Yeah,
I think it's great. Yeah, they did a great job with it. Who else was Raekwon? Buster Tretch, I guess from what 90 by Nature.
Treach.
Right? Treach.
Yeah, is that?
I thought it was Tretch.
Oh, I thought it was Treach.
Tretch Dog.
Tretch Dog. Okay, you're probably right. Is it? I don't know.
If it is, then I'm surprised.
Oh, I don't know. I always said Treach.
Well, Treach, but maybe Treach is. If it's the 90 by Nature guy, you got an A. Which I mean, maybe I just don't know their music.
I'll put it right. I'm going to put it right here.
Maybe I just don't know their music well enough. But OPP, you get an A.
Me, yeah.
All right.
Tretch.
I mean, maybe it's not the substance of the song. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's Tretch. They got an A. He got an A. But is that Tretch for 90 by Nature? I'm assuming. I don't know any other rapper named Treach or Tretch. I'm probably right, but correct me if I'm wrong. Method
Treach.
Treach, yeah.
Okay.
Method Man.
Oh yeah, he probably got an A, right?
Got an A. His lowest, he got an 8 in sticking to themes. That's a weird category. Okay. Raekwon, B+. Okay.
B+ for Raekwon.
Raekwon, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
right.
I would say A maybe, but he got a lot of 8s.
It is. He is from 90 by Nature. I'm trying to get the
pronunciation.
It's Treach.
Treach. Okay.
Treach.
Damn, I'm wrong.
It's Treach.
Never wrong.
Treach.
Dog. Treach. Because he's like the true reacher.
But it's funny because
it says it's
pronounced Treach, Treech, but then he goes, and he says it comes from the word treacherous.
You idiot.
So, all right, that's funny.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So.
Come on.
I bet there's so many people out there because when you were saying, I was just like,
oh, watch out for the guy. He's treacherous, and you'd be like, shut up, stupid. It's treacherous.
Because that's what was.
All right, I hate 90 by Nature more now. I hate him before. Now I hate him.
Treach.
I hate him.
It's so ingrained now. It's gonna take you forever to.
Well, now I know
Treach.
Because I know that fact. I'm gonna think of it every time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell everybody's gonna know that fact. Trust me. Anytime 90 by Nature
Treach
comes up,
dog.
I'm thinking, this dumbass calls himself Treach.
It is.
And it stands for treacherous.
It's a good one. It is a good.
That's what I learned today.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking A, man. That makes me mad. Method Man. We did Method Man, Raekwon. So Method Man A, Raekwon B+. That's
That's
a little controversial, but
yeah, it's cool. I'm cool with it though.
Common B+, which is fine. I'm not a big Common guy.
Yeah, I like Common.
He's alright,
but he doesn't have. He's kind of like one lane.
He's a little one-dimensional for me. He got a lot of 8s, so
Mm-hmm.
I think that's fair.
Yeah.
B maybe B+, but B seems pretty harsh in this list. So.
Yes. Yeah.
Rascass. I don't know.
Should we look up that one too?
Yeah, we can, but B+. So
B+.
I mean, if they were more notable, maybe it's worth looking up.
I always said Rascass.
All right, so this is one of the highest scores.
Okay.
At an A+. They did get a couple 9s.
Who is
but
it?
A score of 95. Biggie.
Ooh, that's what I mean. I like hearing that. I'm a big Biggie guy.
All right, what do you think? So he got a 95. What do you think Tupac got?
Tupac probably got
out of 100.
A little higher. He's probably like 99 or something.
Damn, 93. Lower.
Really?
Yeah, I gave him an A.
Damn, what was? Wow.
He got 1 8 in.
Well, hey, here you get a point back. It's Ross Cost.
Ross Cass.
It's Ross. Or Ross
But I don't even know.
No, it's Ross Cass.
Ross Cass.
Ross Cass.
I just don't even know. I wouldn't even know what they look like.
Ross Cass.
I've heard the name, but I don't know them. But so.
Yeah. West Coast rapper.
I forget.
Complex lyrics, socially conscious.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, maybe like Diggable Planets kind of stuff.
But see, this is funny. So it's it's spelled Raskass. But it's pronounced Ross Cass. His first album, Rassassination. I mean,
so not
again, just like
Raw-assassination.
It should be Raw-assassination.
Raw-assassination. Raw-assassination.
Yeah.
I don't know. So yeah, Tupac got it.
Wow. Okay. So
Tupac
got a little bit lower.
Got 1.8 in Innovating Rhythms.
Okay.
Mace, which is.
Oh yeah. I mean.
He's one that. Who else?
Did he get a B?
Who got the other lowest one? Was Too Short. Too Short has good raps though.
Mace got C.
Mace got C+.
I think that's both, properly rated.
Yeah,
right?
I
properly rated.
I agree. Puffy.
Oh God, he didn't get. There's no D's
Diddy,
on
dude.
there.
No
There's no
Diddy.
Diddy's on there.
He got 3 7s, some 8s.
So he probably would have got a B.
So let's see. No, see. Diddy got an 8. Let me see. Diddy got a. Or they call him Puffy. Sorry, Puffy got a 10.
You better be sorry.
His only 10 in records. Because he made a lot of records.
I guess.
And then
he got on a lot of records.
Yeah, he's going to have a long record now. Yeah, so a B.
Okay, yeah.
Straight up 80%, yeah, or 80 points.
When Kool Moe Dee redoes them again, I bet that one's going to change a little bit.
He might be left off the list.
That one might, yeah, he might have been on the list next
might
time.
Not be. Cannabis.
I never listened to him.
Been saying Buckshot.
No, don't even know who that is actually.
Buckshot is like boot camp click stuff or no?
I don't know.
Smith and Wesson. No,
I'll look it up.
I'm just guessing.
We'll
dude, that's just a total guess, but they got to be.
Okay, they got to be. Wow.
Buckshot. Not Buckshot. Oh,
1 word or 2 words?
2 words on this, but
Buckshot.
Not Buckshot or Bushwick Bill. I'm thinking Bushwick Bill.
American rapper. Oh, from Black Moon. I like Black Moon. Actually, I should know that.
Yeah.
With Black Moon and DJ Evil D.
Evil D.
I like Black Moon a lot.
All right, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
That. All right, cool. You know Boot Camp Click?
No.
Smith and Wesson?
No.
Oh,
Smith and Wesson sounds familiar,
it's
but
like
I don't know.
boom bappy kind of. It's good.
Okay.
A little bit of like a kind of reggae kind of lyric, style sometimes.
Okay.
Anyway, Foxy Brown, I'm assuming. Foxy, it says. She got a
she
B.
Wow, they gave her a B. Jesus. Yeah, this.
Those early.
Stretching on these.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's stretching on these.
Lil Kim, B.
Mm-hmm.
Mac 10, B.
Yeah.
Sticky Fingers. It says Sticky Fingers, but I think it's Sticky Fingers. When he was like buddies with, what's the one? Woo-ha, got you all. Busta Rhymes, I think.
Yeah, okay.
Isn't that Busta Rhymes and Sticky Fingers, maybe?
I don't know. You
B+.
Don't know that one.
Oh, Mystical.
Danger!
Hey,
hell yeah. Good for you, Mystical.
So
Now get back in your cage.
yeah, but Mystical killed it on that Tiny Desk thing, right? Back that ass up.
I thought he was back in jail.
No, he just did like a Tiny Desk thing like a year ago.
Did he? Oh, I thought he was back in jail.
You didn't see that? It was so good.
No.
You know that NPR Tiny Desk thing?
Yeah.
It's to me,
I'm gonna play
it's a love-hate relationship because
it depends on who does it.
There are some really good ones.
It depends on the artist who does it, and how they want to do it. Because you've got like, let's just take hip hop for example. Yeah. You would think Mystical would be really bad on it.
Oh, I'm thinking of Juvenile.
Yeah, but I thought Mystical was still.
God damn it, Mystical is.
I thought he was still.
Don't they kind of?
I think he got caught again for.
Which was Mystical Danger?
Yeah,
and then which one was Juvenile? Is Back That Ass Up.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. Wrong rap.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Anyway, that one is fucking amazing.
I saw
That's
that
what
one.
I'm talking about.
Great.
Yeah. So, Mystical.
Yeah,
Mystical, you still got an A.
I think he sexually assaulted someone again, a chick, and then
again.
Yeah, so they threw him back in.
I didn't even know about the first one, but
yeah, he got out.
Come on, my guys.
And then because he got out and started making music again. Because remember he was he did. I mean, everyone knows his early stuff, Danger and all those songs. But then he got hit with a sexual assault and was in jail for like 10 years. And then he got out, and then he was on the Mark Ronson album.
Yeah, who did
he was
do
with
a
like
duo
Bruno
with
Mars
early on
or
that
something.
He had a big hit on early on. Though.
Yeah, he got out of jail and got right back down to business and was great. Like everyone was like, "Damn, this guy hasn't missed a beat." And then he fucking did it again.
Did he do a song with like Christina Aguilera or Mariah Carey or some shit? He did like some duo with some famous.
I don't know. I can't think of it right now. But yeah, you're probably. The only one that Christina Aguilera can remember was Redman did that.
Redman,
like Nade. But yeah, it was just like, damn, dude. Now I can't even like feel bad for you. You didn't even learn from your shit.
Yeah, dude, that's stupid.
Yeah, so.
But that was. That
was interesting.
I could probably send you those images or something. Or you could Google, if you Google Kool Moe Dee rap report card, you could find it. It's funny. It's a cool little notepad that they wrote.
I'm into that. I'm into that. That was interesting.
I saw it and I instantly wanted to read every single.
A couple times, yo.
But as soon as I saw it, I'm like, oh, I have to read every one of these.
That's.
It'd be cool. I would like an updated one.
There's a couple that were a little upsetting for me.
We could steal the format.
Yeah, I would like to.
And we could do because rock bands and rappers.
We should do that. Maybe we'll do that for the 420 party. Because people will have, I know people have opinions on like, when we say something, be like, what? Hell nah. You're wrong. Yeah. Or like, yes, you're right on that.
Yeah, we could do something like that. Yeah.
Maybe we.
I think that'd be funny just to do like a rock and roll version of it.
Yeah.
And an updated hip hop version of it.
Yeah. Let's.
Because we could do past rock and roll. Well, it's hard to do the past one in the future though, because it's you have to consider only their old stuff. So I think we'll do a current hip hop, current rock and roll, which will be more encompassing.
Right.
It could be broad spectrum of rock and roll.
Yeah.
And then rappers.
Let's get together on that because I like where this is going and that could be fun. And I also want to hear the people either argue or agree with what we're thinking because I can be swayed.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Mr.
a lot of it's subjective too, like the performance and stuff. But now, you can watch a video of pretty much anybody doing a performance, so people have ideas of what.
Yeah, maybe we won't take like all 10 of them, or at least because some of them I need to know, or I need context on like what is.
We could maybe change the criteria too.
Yeah, like maybe we change it to
because whatever the one was that was weird,
Yeah, there was one that was like rhythm, like changing rhythms and stuff, or like versatilities, or sticking with like those.
That's maybe that's coming from like a writer's.
Yeah, we'll figure this out because maybe we'll do that because I want to know actually. I'm a little fired up from that. That you got me good on that.
It's a cool little graph. It reminds me of high school of just like some little thing you had to figure out.
Yeah, it did remind me of that.
That's pretty cool. Let me get some ice. So,
all right. Well, while you get some ice, let's get into this week's Peacock in music. And this week, I chose the recently deceased, recently left us. I did Roy Ayers.
Okay.
Did you see that Roy Ayers passed away?
I don't think maybe, but I don't think so.
Yeah,
the Sunshine. Everybody loves the sunshine.
You got it exactly.
Maybe I did because I think I saw and then I sung that song.
R.I.P.
That's a great song.
Yeah, he's great. So I thought, and we haven't done that before, where we kind of shed light on somebody that's still kind of fresh, because I feel because when he died, I had a lot of people. Because I'm in a couple like RIP like group texts where like whoever died, whoever it is.
Oh yeah, we always
big
do that.
One or small. You just like throw it in there, and then people go, "That's not whatever." So that was one that I threw in there, and I had a lot of people go, "Yo, they either knew the name and didn't know him, or they just didn't know."
Like, oh, that's that guy that did that song.
Or most of them didn't really know who he was, or they were like, "Who is he again? I know that name." So I was like, you know what, this is good. Like because he's definitely a peacock.
Yeah.
So September 10th, 1940 to March 4th, 2025, died at the age of 84. Jazz funk guy, Roy Edward Ayers Jr. From L.A. Grew up in a musical family. Dad played trombone. Mom played the piano. And but at the age of 5, he lived down the street from this super famous black music. He was a conductor, band leader, played the vibraphone, and arranged. He was just like, he was really big in L.A., and his name was Lionel Hampton, and he gave Roy Ayers his first 2 mallets to play the vibraphone. And if you don't know what the vibraphone...
It's like a fancy xylophone, right?
Exactly. Yeah. It's just like
professional
xylophone, but it's a xylophone.
They have one at my kid's school in their band room, whatever, and he's He's like, oh, I want a vibraphone, and I was like, oh, that's cool. He's like, he's like, is that fun? He's like, yeah, but it's way better. It's different. And I was like, well, because it's like tubes, I think, maybe instead of flat.
Yeah,
So I was like, oh, that'd be fun because we have a Korg synthesizer. I have a full size Casio keyboard.
Yeah,
like I love buying like stuff that we can all just play for fun.
Dude, play Ozzy some Roy Ayers.
Well, yeah, he's thing. I'm sure he's heard it, but I was like, so I looked it up. I'm like, oh, I'll get a little vibraphone. They're like $3,000 for for the smallest entry level.
Yeah, and they're like this big with like two,
I'm like, what the fuck?
They're like stacked two, or like they got two different but yeah, that's what a vibraphone is. So we'll talk about that a little bit.
Another picture for you to put up there.
Yeah, well, yeah. I'll do the side by side of what the xylophone is and what a vibraphone.
Too bad editor Mike hasn't been around.
I know. Producer Mike slacking always. But he grew up in the part of LA called South Park, which would later become known as South Central.
Okay.
And at that time, in the 1950s, South Park was the hub for like Southern California black music. Like it was like the scene. So he started as a bebop sideman in '62. Actually released like an album in '63. But then the next year he started doing the vibraphone, and he linked up with saxophonist Curtis Amy, who also was pretty big around the scene, and they both kind of grew up together in this jazz South Central music scene, and he eventually hooked up with Herbie Mann in 1966, which Herbie Mann is the man. I remember getting one of his albums super early on from my dad. He's a flautist.
Okay.
As we were speaking earlier. He's a flautist. He's played with he's done a ton of things. He used to always do stuff in like India, and he's got like really cool live at like Monterey Jazz Fest, but he later on in his career he played with like Dwayne Allman, a lot of like 70s rock people. Herbie Mann was really, really prominent guy for playing the flute.
All right.
Because I feel like the flute is always just one of those instruments that it's just...
He was the man.
Yeah, he was the man. Two ends. Herbie Mann with two ends.
When it came to the flute.
Yeah. But he in the 70s, Roy Ayers, he formed his own band called the Roy Ayers Ubiquity. A name he chose because ubiquity means the state of being somewhere, everywhere at the same time.
Okay.
And
it's a little boastful, but
a little bit, right? A little bit. I think maybe he was trying to like
omniscient presence.
I don't know if maybe he was just trying to like
just being present. Being present, maybe is what he meant.
Yeah, right. Maybe it's a jazz thing.
Maybe I don't know.
But he did, and I didn't know this. He did. He is responsible. He did the soundtrack for the 1973 black exploitation film Coffee, with starring Pam Grier. Have you ever seen it?
Yeah, I mean, I think so.
Pam Grier's. I think it's her very first.
Yeah, like I know of her in her movies, like that stuff. I know.
Yeah, it was.
I just don't know. It's a famous one. I think
it's a really famous one. It was like it was one of those that wasn't supposed to be a hit, but it took off. Pam Grier was. I think it's. I'm almost positive it's her very first film she ever did, and the casting director, like the director, whoever it was, hired her because she was the secretary at like the what's it called, where you film at the studio. She was like the secretary there, and the director just like loved her, loved her face, loved everything about her. She was just charismatic,
and we all love her from Tarantino.
And she had zero acting experience at all, and it's a great movie. If you get a chance, it's Coffy. Coffee.
Yeah.
Great black exploitation film. But yeah, Roy Ayers did the soundtrack. I was like, it makes it even cooler now for me.
Yeah.
And Pam Grier is super sexy. And
you have a Roy Ayers record right up on the wall.
Yep, I've been getting after it. And
that was been there though, right?
No.
You just got that?
Yeah, I got it in from. I'm part of this wine and vinyl club.
Oh, okay.
And they sent.
Do you pick the record? Or they send?
No, it's from Mayor Hawthorne. He's a wine and vinyl club. He's like a big wine guy, and then he picks like.
I like
vinyl
the wine
for you. Yeah, I've been getting into it more and more. Actually,
I'm a whiner.
I'm a wine dog. But yeah, so later on, he started as the 70s went on. He started moving into a jazz funk and more of an R&B sound, which you can hear on Mystic Voyage. That's 1975. That album featured Evolution, and it also had an underground disco hit called Brother Green. All of these songs I'm going to put on the Peacocks and playlist if you are interested in checking those out.
He does the vocals too, right?
Yeah, he sings. Yeah. Mm-hmm, he sings. And then as you were saying, 1976, he comes out with the Everybody Loves the Sunshine.
Yeah, I feel like they used that in a commercial recently or something because it's like super popular right now, that song.
Oh, dude.
I've heard it. I hear it all the time.
Okay, yeah. Okay. But yeah, that one, the Everybody Loves, when it came out, it didn't chart like heavily or anything big. Actually, in 1979 was actually his biggest one, and it was like a disco hit, and it was called "Don't Stop the Feeling." That was actually his biggest. It was a top 10 single.
Biggest chart, yeah.
Yeah, like on billboards. But after that, he went back to like his roots, and he hooked up with our boy Fela Kuti, who we love around these parts. We love Fela Kuti. And he toured. He kind of went over to Africa and hung out.
Did they do a record together? Or they just toured together?
He's on like a couple things in the background, but nothing. There's no like collab.
Yeah.
But a lot of it was,
vibraphone would be perfect with Kuti.
Yeah. But he just kind of like went and just toured with them and just hung out with them and was just always just around them for just like the better part of the later half of the 70s.
Yeah.
Which
I think I really only know that one that Everybody Loves the Sunshine song probably, but
yeah.
I dig it.
And then the 80s hit, and I didn't know this. He collaborated with Rick James on the album Throwing Down, which is like, I love Rick James, as everyone knows, and I freaking love that album. So I didn't even know that. Especially though he appeared on doing a vibraphone solo on the song Dance With Me, which such a good song. I wanted so badly to play that one as the one after. Yeah. I was like, no, don't
but it's
waste.
It's more of a Rick James song.
Yeah, well, it's just not Roy Ayers. It's just a Rick James songs.
Yeah.
And then just to note also,
put that song in the ear candy.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna put all these on the ear candy. Yeah, I'm gonna put all these songs on the ear candy because whatever.
But just to note.
Just to note, they became very good friends after that. So maybe Roy could party a little bit.
Probably.
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 Maybe you like the vibraphone it up
if
there.
Your main instrument of choice is the vibraphone, simply you like to party.
So the 90s hit. He's still kind of doing his thing. He's still kind of in demand. And
still playing music?
Yeah, he's still playing music. And most notably in the 90s, Guru's Jazzmatazz. I don't know if you ever listened to that whole series. I used to love that whole series.
Yeah, I had a couple of them.
Yeah. I think there was 4 volumes.
Yeah, I think I had
4 or 5. Yeah. But he was on he played the vibraphone on the first volume, Guru's Jazzmatazz. He was on a couple songs
Jazzmatazz
there.
is great. That's a good just background music too.
Yeah, that's a good recommendation if you guys want it's just really cool, interesting. It's
like cooking.
It sounds like what the album name is. It sounds like what the album name is.
Hip hop jazz.
And it's Guru. And if you don't know Guru, he's the lyricist from Gangstar. And so
Guru is just Guru. Yeah.
Guru's Guru. So it's just a perfect
God Universal,
marriage.
Ruler Universal.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what else.
So yeah,
Guru stands for a bunch of things. He always says it. Yeah.
So yeah, in the 90s he was still doing his thing, hopping on Guru stuff, which still do his thing. But yeah, he and then one of the last things again into the 2000s. Did I do it right?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it the aughts?
Yeah, you got it now. I heard someone call it the aughts the other day.
I heard
someone call 2000 through 2020 the aughts. But I would say the aughts and then the 10s. And then the 20s.
Yeah, like how you said it's the 2000s, the aughts, and then it's the 20s.
Yeah, but the 2000s is the aughts.
I'm going to do it every time.
Just think of aught as O. Aught means O.
That's how I do it.
01, 02, 03, 04.
Yeah, that's how I do it.
Aught literally means
because
zero.
Every single time I do a Peacock, once we get to the oats, I'm going to do it.
Yeah, aught means 0.
Aughts. So in 2008 though, when we got to the aughts, Did you play? Are you a GTA guy?
Oh yeah.
Okay, me too. That's like one of the games I played all of them.
Yeah, new one this year.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Christmas, yeah.
And in Grand Theft Auto 4, remember the radio station Fusion FM?
Yeah.
That whatever.
Not specifically, but I remember.
Yeah.
I mean, I probably would know.
I do only because
song,
I had the soundtrack. I was like, I loved all that, especially when.
Same.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure I would know the
from
songs.
the beginning, and then they just developed those radio stations in Grand Theft Auto, and they just got so much better and better. And I was always
how much
so
do you
obsessed
switch?
with them.
Do you always? I listened to all of them.
Oh, I listened to all of them.
They do the best place. Even
they were so cool.
That playlist is so good that there's 40 songs on it, and you can listen to them a million.
Yeah, and the better and the more and more they got, especially when you got to 4, because 4 was when they really
fits
hit.
The game.
They had people. They had funny broadcasters, and each station had their own person and their own ins and outs and.
Yeah.
But he was.
They kill it with the radio.
He was the Ayers was the host for the Fusion FM.
Oh no way.
He was the guy that on there was like, "Hey, welcome to Fusion FM."
Oh okay.
It was Roy Ayers.
They kill it with that radio app.
They kill it. Yeah,
it's such a.
And you can go to Spotify and just look up Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
Radio.
But the most fun is getting into a car and changing the station in the game because you want to change it because you're like, oh. And listen, like, I like this song. I like this song.
Or you would be like,
but it's funny. The chatter in between, the DJ chatter, is hilarious. It's all the time. It stays funny.
Radio rock, yeah.
There's so much of it that it never gets old.
Or the game was really smart too, and you'd be in a mission and on a high-speed chase, or you'd be flying and you would steal a car, and when you get in that car, it would be the rock, the metal.
No, but the different cars have the different radio stations tuned to it.
Yeah,
if you steal from an old lady, it'd be the news channel.
Yeah, it was so cool. I
can't wait for the new game.
Yeah, me too. So. I thought that was just cool. Just another cool little tidbit to his life.
Yeah, that is cool.
Of course, they're and that GTA is also Rockstar Games was also cool in that manner of you'll have Roy Ayers be the everything's thought out with that whole entire.
Dude, GTA. I mean,
everything's thought out.
I think it's the most profitable game of all time or something. It's
But
crazy.
yeah, cool guy, great music. Died in Manhattan, New York. Like I said, at the beginning of the month, March 4th. And just said just a long illness, nothing crazy.
Yeah, you said he was born in the 40s.
Yeah, 1940.
I mean, I can't do that math, but that's
Yeah, and I grabbed
70, 80 years old.
And you had mentioned it earlier, and there were so many things I could have grabbed for him, but I thought I really wanted to highlight him in the best way, is singing and playing the vibraphone, so I grabbed his tiny desk that he did. And I'm going to try to do my best and fast forward to 2 minutes in, because we can't play all of it, but about 2 minutes in, he sings and then he goes into
that's cool. I've never seen him do anything live, solo, so that's cool. Yeah, live is good. And that song, "Everybody Loves the Sunshine," everybody will like that. Yeah. If you don't know it,
it's 24 minutes long, so I don't know how long it's going to take.
The tiny desk. I saw Chapel Roan on a tiny desk. I almost
take your time. Searching, when doubt, I don't believe. I just know I can't conceive. I'm searching. Ooh. When love is gone and one believes, the love will come like brand new leaves. So I'll still be searching. And then the day that I will say that my soul lives a truthful way, I'm searching. Say butterfly up in the sky, got a story to say, I'll tell you why I'm searching. Searching, 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 I'm searching, 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 searching.
If I could be honest,
of course,
I like Roy Ayers, but I think they kind of did him a disservice by not putting a little bit of reverb in his mic.
Oh, he definitely did the mic
or something, because he seems with it, but I mean his voice is not very good.
No, he's old in that one,
and his voice is really good in other stuff. So
yeah,
I mean,
it's Tiny Desk.
I know, but Tiny Desk needs to fucking get their shit together.
That's the whole thing
like
about
I was
it.
saying,
it's raw.
Man, yeah, but sometimes raw is not good. Like, as people try, like, that was fine. Like, the vibraphone was cool. Yeah. He was just having a good time. He's smiling. He's singing. And it didn't sound terrible. Well, it didn't sound bad, but you're used to hearing him with, like, have a really nice voice.
Well, a lot of it's jazz music, and a lot of it you can't hear, like, that drummer and all the stuff in the background. You need to be able to hear it all, because he's singing jazz too, and you can't hear what he's
put the reverb up to 2.
It was on 0. You're so right there.
I mean,
I could hear like his throat.
Yeah, give him something.
That's so funny.
Anyway, that guy's great. He's awesome. Yeah. So I feel like that's my point against Tiny Desk. He's like, I don't know if you could hear it when you're putting the video, like Chappelle Roan or Chapel Roan. Is it Chapel Roan or Chappelle Roan?
Chapel Roan.
Chapel Roan.
Chapel Roan.
And I was like, who?
That's your aughts.
I'm like, who is this fucking?
She was on it.
Remember there was a comedian that used to dress like a clown? And she would do like balloons on stage, and it was a woman.
God, it was
a woman, and she'd be like, "Oh, the crazy Miss Catherine" or some shit. I'll have to fucking. Yeah. I'll look it up and I'll send it to you if I can remember.
If you can remember it, I'll
like a '90s comedian or even '80s comedian that was like maybe even told kind of like adult jokes.
I know. I'm picturing what you're saying.
Like not a kids comedian, but like a normal comedian. I was like, when she has that crazy makeup on, I was like, oh.
Was she doing that for the
Tiny Desk?
So unnecessary. Then.
And I was like, this music isn't even good.
Well, also,
and she looks like an idiot. I mean, whatever. Just
it's Tiny Desk. It's like stripped down. You should be stripped down.
But when the music, it sucks. Maybe it doesn't suck.
I mean, her music is not good for Tiny Desk.
No,
because all of her stuff is like, oh my god.
I'm like, like I said, I was like,
hilarious.
If this was live, I would have called in a bomb threat to save the world.
Her music will not. I hate.
And what's the other one? Sabrina Carpenter, is that the blonde one?
Yeah,
her on there. I'm like, this sucks.
I would. Yeah, I see those people.
She just has a mini skirt, and that's it. That's all she does. Just has a mini skirt.
I've always.
I'm a feminist. Trust me.
I've always had a bit of a thing with Tiny Desk bringing on, because
come at me.
Like the people that are too, like, I always feel like you need to earn it to be on Tiny Desk. And
like, you want to
I always get mad when they put people. I'm like, this is a little premature.
Yeah, I feel like it should be.
Sabrina Carpenter, to me, she can be on there. She's not built for it, but let her. Like, she has a couple more things under her belt.
Yeah, you need to be like. They should make it more top tier, is what my thing.
Yeah,
because they used to do just like, oh, that's cool. These guys are coming to do like a stripped down show. And I was like, every fucking person that's on the fucking TV gets a Tiny Desk.
And I feel like it's a lot now. I feel like
I personally know people that are like, oh, I'm sending in videos so I can be on Tiny Desk, like an indie artist. And I'm like, dude, you're not gonna make it to Tiny Desk. But then they start letting him. I'm like, well, maybe you will, bro. I don't know.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I always remember Tiny Desk being. It comes out so frequent now. It comes.
Yeah, I thought it was very exclusive.
I always remember it being like you get like once a month.
No,
type
now
of
it's
thing.
fucking every 5
and like
minutes.
that in the last 2 years, I feel like that's changed. Like I'll come by. I'm like, when did they come?
They just
posted
I just saw 2 right now.
Yeah, they do it like
today,
a ton.
as we've been doing this podcast, 2 more popped up.
Yeah, see,
because who else did I see?
Like that.
There was another.
Because I want to watch them all. Yeah. I do want to watch.
You want to know one that I watched that I thought was going to be so stupid, but I just watched it to talk about it? Was 311. And it was pretty good. I was like, dude, these guys are. I'm like, they're fucking killing it.
Yeah,
dude, the singer fucking killed it. I love that band, dude. I mean,
they're a peacock. We should totally do that.
I mean, yeah, they became a little bit like of a maybe not them, but that genre is very like
they were
the frat boy reggae genre is a little
shit though of it.
But 311 was great when they first came out, and I saw them once or twice at a festival.
I saw,
but dude, they killed. I thought they did great on the Tiny Desk.
I saw
controversial opinion.
Like on 311 day, I got like some ad on my algorithm, and it was like 3-11 exclusive. They were re-releasing the debut album.
Oh yeah,
and it had because I used to.
That song "Down" was the first song that I got into them.
Oh yeah, I bet if you put that CD right now, I could probably sing most of it back.
Yeah, my friend Tony is buddies with those guys. He books them.
But it was cool. Like the vinyl had like the fire on it, just like how the CD had. Remember the CD in the middle had it. I used to always think that was so cool. I remember I got that CD from my older sister. She had a boyfriend, and he was like the cool guy at school.
Oh, yeah.
And I remember he came over one time, and because that was it. He was on the soccer team, and I played on the soccer team, and I was really athletic, so I was able to play up like with because he was like older. And one
you
day,
were really athletic, or you were really tall?
Probably both. Probably honestly,
both,
probably
both.
both.
I'm just breaking your balls.
Yeah, but I remember one time we went to a game, and his mom drove me, and we drove with him, and he played 40 Ounces of Freedom Sublime, and I was like, whoa,
what is this, bro?
And I was like, I remember being obsessed with them, and like I remember having to go to the game, and I just remember reminding him like, hey, you gotta show me more music.
Yeah.
You gotta show me,
dude, that's the best feeling when you find something and you're like, what the fuck is this?
And then like I remember
even if it is Sublime or
311, whatever time later, he came over to our house to see my sister, and and I'll never forget. He walked in that door and he just handed he handed to me the 311 album, and then he recopied 40 Ounces. Yeah. And he was like, and he was like, here you go. And he goes, here's the 40 Ounces. He's like, I just burned it for you. He's like, this is the new band. You gotta check them out. Like, blah. He's like, and he like went and bought it. It was still in the package.
Yeah.
And I just remember just being like, opening it. I was remember like, wow, this guy's so nice. He bought it, and then like being like, holy shit.
I want to say like maybe Theo Von interviewed them recently, or somebody, not Theo Von.
Oh, the band, or
interviewed them recently, and it was like a podcast. The band, and it was pretty good. Was it? I'll have to look it up.
Hopefully not Theo Von, because I can't.
No, it wasn't Theo Von. He's good. He's good with some people, but he's not.
Good, yeah, he's only with like comedians.
He's good for comedy. Right?
Yeah,
he's good for comedy.
When you watch him with people, he's like, I'm like,
his funny,
people are not getting you.
His funny non sequitur like comments are funny to me, but
when he does that with somebody that's not getting it, it's like I'm like, dude, it's like pulling teeth. It wasn't. They're not getting it.
No, somebody else doing 311, but it was a good interview anyway. But whatever. I discovered them on like a comp, some Southern California surf company compilation. Was like had a song from them and like Lagwagon and Melancholy or
probably
some
pretty
shit.
good one.
No, that song Down. I mean, that's one of their most popular songs.
Chill,
I think. Yeah. I think that was the first one, or maybe there's one other song that was first.
Coming at your nightmare. I could probably do that whole. I'm
trying to think of because Down. You know, now that I think of it, Down was not the song. It was another song.
Jack-o'-lantern.
No, but I think it was only on that comp. I think it was like a single. So
Don't stay home this time.
Yeah, that one maybe. What's that? Stay.
No, don't stay home.
No, maybe.
Oh man,
it's
all coming back to me right now.
That's definitely your era of college music. Yeah.
Yeah. That's all coming back to me right
I heard it in high school era though.
Oh no, I heard that when I was like in elementary school.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Okay.
Yeah, no, the kid was like older than me. I wasn't in high school.
Because I was gonna say, I remember in 19.
No, I was like, he was like in 8th grade, and I was in like 6 or something.
Oh yeah, I'm saying 96. I probably heard it. 95, 96.
Yeah, I was like, it was definitely.
I remember skipping because our friend had a duplex right behind the high school, and we would go pretend like we had auto mechanics.
Right.
And because that was towards the back of the school, and we would just walk to the gate and go to my friend's house, who was like right. Like it's right there. It's like the gate for the school, a street, and then his triplex. And it was a landlord, and then my one friend in the middle, and my other friend on the end.
Dangerous.
And they graduated already. Oh, man. So we were like in 10th or 11th and 12th grade at Fort Lauderdale High School, and we would just be like, let's just go over to Reed and Jamie's, and
that's the shit.
And we had to. I could talk about that for hours.
Before we get out of here, though, I wanted to give a quick update on.
I saw it on the list. I'm curious.
The Drake. Yeah.
What's up with Drake?
There's no.
Still canceled, right?
Not the beef.
Or is he on cancellation?
Not the beef
station?
He's always on mine.
I think we could both agree that he's canceled.
Jordan was always. I've never once wavered on how I feel about him, and honestly, after the whole beef, all of it has now come to fruition.
Yeah, good. I think I sent you some other dumb shit. I always send you when I see something funny about him.
Yeah, I wanted to give the update on because remember he sued Universal.
Sony,
he tried to sue
BMI or
it's Universal. He's suing his own label because he was saying that they intentionally were trying to
sabotage.
Yeah, whatever. So just a quick update. I wanted to give you the new filings in court. What Universal has said. Just and it's so funny.
He full on went through with it. I thought it was just like,
he's going through with it. They're battling out now, and it's just so funny because you have to just think about this is the label this person's on their label, and this is how they're talking about the artist that's on their label.
Right. But he thinks his shit doesn't sing so bad that he can sue his own label.
So
that he probably has a contract with still.
Just some tidbits from the filings that I just want to tickle you with is this is what the Universal said. Drake encouraged the feud. For example, when he felt that Lamar was taking too long to respond, Drake released a second recording in which he goaded Lamar to continue his public rap battle. Lamar did just that, and collectively, Drake and Lamar released a total of 9 tracks taking aim at each other. And then they go, Drake has been pleased to use Universal's platform to promote tracks leveling similar incendiary tracks against Lamar, including, most significantly, that Lamar engaged in domestic abuse, and that one of Lamar's business partners and managers is the true father of Lamar's son. But now, after losing the rap battle, Drake claims that Not Like Us is defamatory, and it is not. This is what his label
They're saying it is,
in court is just like ripping, just being like, just because he lost now he's all butthurt. It's just the back and forth is.
What does it have to do with the label if you have a rap beef? Like that's
It's so dumb.
The best way to prove how lame you are and how you're not a fucking real rapper is to sue somebody.
Yeah. It's
over losing a rap battle. You fucking what? First of all, everybody knows Kendrick Lamar is a million times better than Drake.
Yeah, everyone knows that.
If you don't know that, you're like, you don't know. Same.
So it's just there's just like tons more of in there of just Universal just saying. It's just funny because when you read it, it's legal it's legal, but like with what they're really saying is just like. Yeah, this guy's mad because he lost now, and then now he's trying to blame us. They're like, it's not wrong. He's like, he was going after him, and it was just so funny to read.
But you want to lose a rap battle so publicly?
Oh my god!
By a landslide, and then also get dropped by your label potentially. I mean, right? Assumedly.
Well, I've said on this.
Does he have a contract?
Well, what I've said on this podcast before.
I mean, I'm not defending the label. Fuck the label.
No, I've said on this podcast before. I think what Drake's really trying to do here is because Drake has, I believe, 2 more albums that he is contractually obligated to put out on Universal, and I think he wants to get out of that and sign with someone else, not because of the battle at all, just because I think he probably wants to just go somewhere else because
those contracts
are bullshit. Yeah. So and I think what he's thinking about doing, because the whole thing does not make sense to be going to court. So I think there's a number that is left that he has to make Universal. You know, let's
he's
call
never going to win that battle.
Let's call it 20 million. You know, that he has to like make or spend, or they have to spend. You know, on his next 2 albums. And I think his what he's thinking is, I'll just sue them and then litigiously,
let me out.
Litigiously, I don't know if that's the word, but I think so. But like litigiously, and then through the legal system, if we just keep this going, because he's got mad money, he goes, if we just keep going, he goes, they will just contract. They'll just settle and let me out of my thing because they're gonna have to rack up legal fees to pay for the thing that I'm gonna put him through. That's just my conspiracy theory.
I think it's preposterous to assume that Drake has more money than Sony Universal.
But how much money does Sony want to like litigate it? Is what I think Drake is trying to leverage. Which again,
it's the evil empire. They want nothing more but to waste money on shitting on people.
Well, and also too, now that I'm thinking about it, and just because from what you just said there, don't they stand even right now? All of this being out in the public, they're still making money on, like, because the more it's just being talked about, the
more exposure.
More people
for
are
Drake,
just going to do the thing that Drake's saying. That,
right. But all right, so here's my.
That's my long-winded conspiracy theory. Only
the most disillusional person, such as Drake, who thinks he is better rapper than Kendrick Lamar, and then thinks he also can sue a record label that has him under contract and win, just proves how
it really does.
How, like, I haven't said the R word, but
and Lamar's on the same. Is on Universal too.
Yeah, but Kendrick Lamar is winning right now.
I know. It's just that just to add another layer to the ridiculousness.
Kendrick Lamar just doesn't have to do anything, and he's going to be. He could do nothing for 1 year. And then come back and be even more popular.
Kendrick's brilliant because he lets everyone else do the talking.
But he's also brilliant.
Yeah, if you notice, he lets everyone else do the talking.
Yeah,
he'll put this out and then he just lets everyone form the opinions and then like that just goes into the zeitgeist.
Right. But he's the only thing keeping this whole thing alive because his raps are really fucking good. Like,
yeah. Yeah.
So if you're Drake, you're dumb. So that's it.
Yeah. And
my stance is, if you're Drake, you're dumb.
It's and on that note, we'll see you next week.
Not you, Drake.
It's so funny.
Who likes Drake? I mean, come on.